Howdy ho, everybody. Welcome back to the Rock's Roost and Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. We're here with the prince and his muscle, and he's standing through his chair. He's so excited that we're back. Let's go ahead and check our log before we go. The Elizabethan rendezvous. The prince wants you to investigate the Elizabeth Dane, but before you do, he wants you to contact Nides Rodriguez at the bar called The Last Round and find out why he wants to talk with you. Well, we can manage that. We didn't talk to this guy before, and he's not wanting to talk now, so we'll just leave. Leave the prince to his rococo. Is this a way out? Looks like it might be. No. I'm wondering if we'll learn more about our sire in the course of this game. I mean, he seemed like a generic NPC, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he was the wrong guy. Maybe, what does it say on that traffic light? Yes. With two S's. Anyway, you know, maybe the guy that the head got chopped off, maybe that wasn't actually our sire. Makes you wonder. I mean, if he was a nobody, wouldn't we be a thin blood? I mean, maybe we'd be a thin blood. It's hard to say. Okay, we need to get to the place, the last round, number 9. So we need to... It's over there in kind of the corner. So, unfortunately, there's no compass in this, but... we can kind of infer. Well, let's see. Where's this church? There's a church right there. Is the church on the map? Yeah, it is. Number 5. So let's go through that alley. That's, you know, there's nothing good gonna come of that, is there? Hey, dopes. What you doing? Hanging around? Okay. Who's this guy?
Baby girl, I saw you coming from down the street and I started praying to the Lord to find it in his heart to send you to me, and hallelujah if he didn't come through for me. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mag. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause there's more of me to love.
Right. Yeah. I bet this guy was hilarious in 2004. Are you a merchant of the ill-gotten, illegal, and inferior? Fat man, I am powerless from resisting your bizarre mobile. Delight me. I think our character would say number 2.
Oh man, you been feeding on the rock, girl? Nah, baby, I don't sell none of that no more. You got some crazy eyes on you. Believe me, I don't have to see the freeze-dried ice cream to know a space cadet when I see one.
That's a pretty good one. But I have many loot cakes to fatten you. Find no feast of Ben Franklin's for the fat man tonight. Well, let's say 1.
Hey, so you like to pipe? Didn't say I
He doesn't
sell you
understand
that.
what we're saying.
Chill. Peep this gear I got.
Crazy guy. I feel like a stone in a center store.
Yo.
Makes sense.
Koala ears, lazy eye hammocks and dwarf saddles right here. Oh, yo, man, gotta
All
go out
right.
with this turtle. This
All right, so we're not doing guns. This would probably be a nice one. Nice Mac 10, you know.
Koala ears, lazy
Got some 12 gauge shells. We got the Glock 19, which we could have bought from what's his name. Got some money. I wish he'd shut up. And we got clothes. Heavy clothing. This is a set of heavy clothing which acts as armor. Heavy clothing has an armor rating of 1. There are no stat penalties for equipping it. Examples would be jackets, coats, thick sweaters, and sturdy trousers. So I'm going to buy this. It's expensive. These must be designer clothes. I don't know about spending $367 for a suit of clothes from some guy in a back alley, but we're going to do it. What can we sell him? I can't remember if I can sell that. We don't want to sell the book. If I can sell these. I think I can. There was a comment about it, and I've already forgotten. Dag nabbit. I'll have to check up on that, or you can leave me another comment. Let me know. We could sell the fire axe. I don't think it'd be a good idea to sell our weapons, so we're just gonna go.
Yo, koala ears, lazy.
I wish he would be quiet. He doesn't need to bark. I'm standing right here, but the street's not exactly full of people. It's the middle of the night. Yeah. Let's switch it up a little. Hopefully we'll look a little less streetwalker-ish. I don't know about that.
Dwarf saddles right here. Check it out. Step right up.
Oh, we're still wearing use. Can't use. Wow. What was that I said about look a little less streetwalker-ish? Holy crap. This is ridiculous. Okay. Well, let's see. There goes the family show right out the door. Oh, well. It's fine. You know, this is the perfect opportunity to feed, but we don't need to.
Not today.
Yeah, not today. Just because I'm full on blood. Alright, so the place should be over here somewhere. This is probably not it. Maybe. I don't know. That looked like a place you could go. This has rendered door handles, so it's a place. Antediluvian. That means before the flood. The name's scratched out. Does this mean that we could possibly have a hangout here as well? Maybe. This reminds me of 221B Baker Street. Is our chemistry set? Thaumaturgical creatures. Thaumaturgical creatures. E. Bankins, Regent, Chicago. Gargoyles. During the medieval conflict with the Zimis, Clan Tremere devolved further into secret blood magics and created a race of protectors known as gargoyles. Since their inception, gargoyles have been used as scouts, warriors, and sentries. Gargoyles are monsters, vampires by virtue of the blood and flesh through which they are created. They are no more than the detritus of other clans, given a second chance to serve their Tremere creators. Unfortunately, many have wrongly come to view their service as slavery and have fled their masters in search of some delusional utopia. Many escaped gargoyles live in isolation, preferring solitude to even the company of their own kind. Homunculi. For the most menial and mindless tasks, the Tremere create what is called a homunculus. They are mindless creatures which may take many forms, winged, many-legged, or otherwise. Homunculi are unfailingly loyal, but their appearance makes them more serious threat to breaking the masquerade. Fascinating. We've learned information! Whoa, what happened there? It was like a spinner. It was like a dungeon spinner in one of those old dungeon crawler games, you know? Whee! What the hell? Is there a mage lives here? Look at this door. That's sweet. Hey, there's a somebody. He looks very mage-ish. What's up, dude?
Neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
It's, what's his name? Yeah, we just stumbled into this. How about that? Blood magics and betrayal. And the true king upon his throne.
Ah, a child of Malkav, no less. Do dark visions cloud your sight, young one? Shattered reflections of your clan father's mind?
The glass is cracked, but strangely clear.
There is truth in your words, Neonate, more than you yet realize. Your madness allows you to glimpse the truth of this existence, to see through the shadowy veil into the world beyond.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the main tenets of my own philosophy is that some insane people, and I use insane in quotations, do glimpse reality in ways that we fail to, in we so-called normal people. This is a thing in real life, so it's cool to see it play out in this game, and perhaps maybe one of the subconscious reasons why I chose Malkavian, because remember, back at character creation, I was trying my best to create a female version of me. Female because I just like playing female characters, and we wanted to go down the seduction path. And I guess crazy because I'm an egg slightly cracked. On your head an iron crown, and the jester dances before you.
Be cautious when speaking of these visions. Truth is rarely welcomed by those who cannot see it. There are many kindred who will be less, shall we say, accepting of it than I am.
So should this guy actually be the king and not Lacroix? I don't know. Tell me your name, Wizard King.
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Chantry holds mystery for me. Regent is opaque and shadowy. Ooh, we're getting into the nitty-gritty here, aren't we? Tell me of this dark city of angels. Let's say 2.
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
Tremere, another playthrough that I want to do at some point. I want to play as all the clans. This is so interesting to me. Thanks, Zoe, for pointing that out to me about the Tremere and getting me excited about it. So we eventually were saying we didn't know what the term meant, but I think that our character is, sees more than this fellow thinks we see by saying it holds mystery, or it was opaque. Is he really a king? I don't know. We'll find out.
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
He's a fairly amiable man, this guy. At least so far. So that's good. Tell me of this dark city of angels.
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
I think that's an awesome bit of advice. Nice to point out. And I really dig his costume. Well, to him it's not a costume. To his, it's his outfit. To us it's a costume because this is like a stage play, but whatever. Potato patata. Memory is rarely a gift of the schizophrenic.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Okay. Kindred or kind. I thought they were the same thing. Okay. Somebody refresh me in the comments, please. Number 1. The withered horse runs among us. Epidemic, eh? Horseman. Pale horse.
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Dirty blood is our doom. Hell yeah, sis.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Perhaps I might probe the problem of this pestilence? Or uncloud the Camarilla? Or may I mine your gray matter? Or in other words, I have questions. Your soapbox is surprisingly small. Farewell. I'm going to say that to him. Perhaps I could probe the problem of this pestilence. Sure.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I shall do this deed.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
Very good. We're headed there anyway. May I mine your agreement?
What is it you would like to know?
Let's talk about the Camarilla. Give me your perspective.
The Camarilla. It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
Is it really? Tell me some more.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Is there anything else? Well, we know that the answer to number 1 is no, but let's see what he says.
No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla, and the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
Indeed. Rodriguez, the Midnight Warrior, casts a long shadow.
Ah, yes, the infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now. Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders.
I was wondering about that. It's nice to hear someone else's perspective. His pale hand was well appreciated. I needed him not to rouse that rebel. I don't know that for a fact. We'll just say yes. One.
In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla. He would make a powerful ally. As it is, he is a significant thorn in LaCroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same.
Do not the Wizard King and Jester Prince share their purpose?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
Yeah. See, so I'm right about this fellow's inclinations, I think. Put your trust in this shattered psyche, Wizard King. Why am I having trouble talking? Your words reek of infidelity to the Jester. Uncloud the Camarilla some more, or you are a Machiavellian mantle. Or you wear a Machiavellian mantle. Put your trust in this shattered psyche, Wizard King.
I have overstepped my bounds. I will say no more.
Okay, maybe later then. One thing more.
Of course.
Of course. May I mind your gray matter?
What is it you would like to know?
One more thing. I have some questions about the Why are we going to... Let's see.
Surely.
Let's go down this path again and talk about... Let's talk about the prince.
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he were...
Oops.
As young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be.
I was trying to advance the dialogue, and
but I say too much.
Escape doesn't do that.
Let us just say that he...
One does that. Okay. Uncloud the Camarilla some more. I wanted to ask about the Anarchs. Why do they shun the Freaky family?
The Anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance.
They probably would disagree. Where the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Uncloud this Camarilla some more, or the Anarchs need not your motherly musings. I don't know that. My fate is my own. I walk on my own path of shadows, Wizard King. Let's go. Okay, so we met Maximilian Strauss just by stumbling in. I admittedly had already forgotten that we needed to be looking for him. I would have, remembered it eventually, but... Yeah, that's a really cool outfit you got there, dude. I love it. Okay. Let's head out. I had to check to make sure we were recording there. These just doors don't do anything. This is very... See there? We definitely teleported. We definitely teleported. It's crazy. Okay. Well, we went in there. Let's, Yep, you definitely teleport. Okay. Got it. How do I get out of here? This is the way. There might be more stuff in there. I don't know, but we're gonna go. That's what we're gonna do. Now let's go to the last round. So, Herr Strauss is there. Someone muffling and guffling. What's up, dude? You're wearing purple. Let's check the map. So you were here. What is number 11? Hold on. It's not on the map. Oh, no, it is. It's parking. 41112 parking. Okay, got it. The last round is number 9, so I need to... Hellbrook Hotel. Where's that? Number 8? Okay, so I need to go this way. And then turn and go up. Don't get distracted. It's not a real door. That's a fake door. Whoa, you scared me. Yeah, pardon me. Hey, I got a question. Is there a way to go to third person without having your weapon out? Toggle view, Z. I bet that's it. Yeah, I can't believe that this is actually my outfit. Like, seriously. Like, I'm sorry. This is just, well, you know, I love it, but, am I ashamed that I love it? No, I'm not ashamed that I love it. I love it, but, I'm a man. What can I say? The last round. Would I wear that in public? I wouldn't wear that in public. Would I date a girl that dresses like that in public? Probably not. Okay. Well, Gabugga, have we got another place we're going to have to do dialogue replacement? Hey, look who it is. Yo, dude.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. How's Santa Monica, kiddo?
Well, it was a pain in the ass. Sights I was not there to see. The lady was sad and beautiful. I followed the bloody road I was set upon. What do you say, demon? Sad and beautiful. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a stroll on the beach. So you scored a lot of skee-ball tickets down on the pier there?
No. I whipped around the wooden ball but procured no prize. I didn't do that, we'll say that.
I can't imagine you did. I'll be too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
Right as red rain. I mean, tongue wasn't bad, but the sisters were kind of crazy.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
Oh. Politics. Politics? Question mark. Nines swooped in like death on demon's wings. The jester has sent me to the Elizabeth Dane, ship of slaughter. Or know you of the Elizabeth Dane, the ship of slaughter? Nines swooped in.
Yeah, not a moment too soon, huh? He said you guys let those Sabat go too. Nines must be getting soft. How could you pass up that kind of fun?
Well, he was standing on my airbag. Why does Nines keep saving this little fly? Or how did the Sabat find my shadow? Number 1.
Well, he was left sireless too. I don't know, maybe that's it. Well, he's got a thing for the little guy.
Maybe. How did the Sabbat find my shadow? Now that's probably an interesting piece of information. That Nines is also Silas. Maybe I'm merely a pawn to be played by this street prince. May I mind your gray matter? Let's say 2.
You're free to choose who you trust, kiddo.
May I mind your gray matter?
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away.
Clue me in on the Camarilla. Let's ask him about it again.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Yeah, I bet it is. Do you give no credit to these Camarilla codes?
Don't think that Camarilla has a monopoly on those ideals, okay, kid? No one is arguing over that shit, and if they tell you that's what this fight is all about, then they're really giving you the full fist. You hear me?
Got it. Truth wears many faces.
The Camarilla protects the people running the Camarilla. That's it. The end. The rest of them are bloody gristle for the machine.
Well, just like the real government here in the United States. Who is the head of the Hydra?
Doddering old dust farts. They might be powerful as all hell, but who knows? They're too afraid to stick their heads out of their hidey holes. And why should they? This whole huge system is built so they don't have to.
Again, the United States of America. 1. Does the Jester Prince wear a crown?
Not one of the bigs, but he ain't out risking his ass in the street, that's for sure. LaCroix has ambitions of joining that inner circle. Delivering Los Angeles in their pocket would look killer on a resume.
Truth. Dissidents howl to hear their own voices. Not necessarily true. You think the Jester looks too long in the mirror?
To hell with LaCroix. I blasted better vampire's brains all over the wall. He's not the prince, he's a prince.
Got it. Have you danced with such jesters before?
He's a typical Ventru asshole. Predictable, safe, no imagination. Man, the guy's a pussy. He just got lucky he showed up in L.A. at the right time.
Interesting. You think fates shine on the shallow and serendipitous? Or 2, what know you of the Jester's hound? Let's say 1.
I'm not saying he's stupid. He's just an asshole and needs his teeth kicked in, that's all.
That's pretty good. What do you know of the Jester's hound?
Oh, the sheriff, yeah. I love how everyone's talking about that big mystery. It's like someone embraced a doped-up gorilla.
It is really weird. Do you curse the Camarilla or only the heads of the Hydra?
I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down.
Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel? Oh, okay. How to know good from evil? Or 2, am I part of this problem?
Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young, but there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better or want to do something about it.
That is straight up truth right there. That everybody needs to be slapped in the face with at some point in their life. Such distinctions are beyond my discernment. Anarchy rarely protects its practitioners. Well, let's say 1 because it's the truth.
That's why you're sitting here listening. School's in, kiddo.
No kidding. Let's see. Let's see number 1.
Beware the protection of wolves.
True. Number 1.
Moving right along.
Spin me a tale of the Anarchs while we're at it.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
How long have they raged against the machine?
Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
Powers in knowing the past, man.
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy, but some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for.
Well, true. Anything worth having is not easy to obtain. How to win such a Gordian game?
Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a jawbone from a skull and ram it in an eye socket, I know I'm building a better future.
Look at him. He's something else, ain't he? Does Nine share your visions?
You bet, kid.
Is Nine's the chief of the Anarch tribe?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
Ah, got it. And the rest of the wolves that run with Nines?
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nine's crew.
What blood's in your veins, man?
Brujah. Most everyone here has Brujah blood.
Not surprising from what I know about the clans. Number 1. More questions.
Right along.
I'm sorry, it's just I want to know what's important to know. Spin me a tale of the Anarchs.
That's us, so I'm told.
Right, we'll go back
wanna
down
know?
this tree here. This is Nines, right?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though.
Right.
Came up during the Great Depression.
Right. Perhaps you should wear the crown. I don't know. Why would I say that? I'm going to say it.
Me? I never had much patience for negotiations. Everyone can live or burn. It's up to them.
True. What blood's in Nine's veins? Is he also Brujah?
Brujah. Most everyone here has Brujah blood.
No, it's not that shouldn't come as a shock, right? Okay.
Moving right along.
All right, Jack. Tell me about the Sabbat, man.
Again? Does everything have to be about these dickheads?
It doesn't need to be.
The Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
What's their major malfunction?
The Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same.
I think we've asked everything, but let's just check. Let's see. Number 4.
What's on your mind?
Tell me of the hapless humans.
What about them?
Do you concern yourself with kind? Okay, I guess the kind are humans and kindred are vampires. Okay.
What do I think of humans? I don't, really. When you were alive, did you think about cows? If one got killed, I bet you didn't cry, but, you're not out there slaughtering them for sport either.
They blow in the wind of kindred tempest.
Ah, man, we got our own problems. Let the kin sink or swim.
Okay. Bye, Jack. You're an awesome dude. Okay. I hope you don't end up being evil. Sonny boy. Captain Corker. That'll be Cork Soaker from the look of him. Santosa. All right. Call of Duty pinball. That's pretty good. Hey, what's up?
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
The jester plays his little games and sends his little pawn before him.
Jester? What? What the hell did you say? Hold on. You're Malkavian, right?
I am.
Oh, you're doubly screwed. Crazy as hell and the prince's bitch. Little pawn, you said? Yeah, you got that right. But you're not as crazy as you look.
Yeah, we're just gonna play the slots here with this audio. This song is probably also gonna get a copyright flag, but we'll see. I seek he of the name of numbers. Or 2. Greetings, Skelter. Let's say that.
Malkavians and they goddamn insight. That shit is creepy. Anyway, yeah, my name is Skelter. I do my part to keep California a free state for the anarchists.
This voice actor, I recognize his voice, but I can't place it. 1, I seek he of this name of numbers.
So then go on up and see it. You're free to do as you please here.
When I get to the bottom, I'll go back to the top of the slide. Farewell. I can't go in. I guess I go up. Dude, there he is. What else is... Who are you? Look at you. You look like Jill Valentine.
Sabbat chased you in here, Cammy?
Uh-huh. Cammy, huh? You're the damsel of distress? Yes. Damsel, are you a stubborn boat? What? Number 1.
I'm Damsel. Someone talking shit about me over in that ivory tower?
Okay, chill.
Who said it, huh? I'll kick their ass.
Okay, chill. Chill. The only words spoken were in my head.
Lunatic. I give you a piece of my mind, seeing as how you're just another do-girl for the Camarilla. Shit. No amount of good sense penetrates that white noise you Malks call a brain, does it?
Well, you know, you could be smarter. The Warlock Chief says you children spread disease. Something is plaguing you. The words of 7s and 8s I ignored, but to 9s I listened. The words from an anarch ooze with hypocrisy. Well, something's plaguing you. We won't tell how we know.
What? Weird you say that, yeah. You might say something is plaguing me. A plague bearer, as a matter of fact.
Plague bearer. Let's say 2.
A plague bearer's a fool. It doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
Ah, hence the people in the suits. Got it. Can't you just shoo the dirty carrier pigeon away? Or, this mess is the anarchs alone to sweep under the rug. Or, my mind wanders elsewhere, I'm gone. Well, number 1, of course.
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
My neck owes a debt to the anarchs. What shall I do? The bloody bloat. My body bloats with boredom. I will do this. Or 3, when the children make a mess, it's up to the parent to clean it up. 4, I will roll it down my brain and see if it sticks. Another question. 1.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
I'll touch this ghoul in my mind's secret places. Okay. Does anyone in this city not drink our blood? This ghoul I will see. If he will not listen to reason, perhaps he will listen to the crack of my hand. Let's say 2.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pot. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
Okay. I'll spread my mind around the city of angels. See you, damn sale. The broken brains of the city's forgotten. I shall play there. I wonder something from your mind first. Let's see.
Yeah?
Is there something else? The number for a name. The jester in his ivory tower. Let's see what she says about him.
Who the hell does he think he is, coming into town claiming Camarilla authority over the city? We kicked them out 60 years ago. It's like England coming back and telling the U.S. how they should do things. Fuck LaCroix.
Interesting. The children have played in this yard for longer than I knew. Another question. You're the lost children returned to their parents. How can you not like a jester? Number 1.
Yeah?
Jack in the Box. It smiles incessantly. Is that Jack? That's Jack.
Jack? Jack's Jack. Kind of a legend amongst anarchs. There's not an anarch in the world who wouldn't stand in rock star awe of Jack. Even the Camarilla doesn't mess with him.
Yes, his beard is hypnotic. Once you've wound the Jack in the Box, you're no longer surprised. I'm curious to say, yeah, his beard is hypnotic.
He's been around a long time. He used to be a pirate, so the rumor goes. Talk to Jack. He's never short on chat.
Pirate. Fascinating. I wonder something else.
Yeah?
Do you know the Warlock Chief?
That goddamn blood witch told you what? He thinks we're responsible for that plague bearer? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard shoot. Magic missile casting motherfucker!
Okay, I'm sorry I brought it up. Something else. I said I wasn't going to, and then I did.
What?
God, would you calm down?
Yeah?
Let me talk about me being crazy. Parents of the Anarchs?
It's a sham, a pyramid scheme. Nothing but musty, withdrawn elders waging power struggles for no other reason than to keep their own ass alive for one more century. You think you have any real power in the camp? You're kidding yourself.
Okay. Its architecture still mysterious. Shards of insight are all I gather. I'd rather grow up than play with the children of the Never Never Went Away. Number 1.
You'd be better off without them. You'll see.
Maybe I will. I'm starting to feel like maybe I will. But anyway, I wonder something else from you. Number 2. That's it. Army Troika. Damasco. Oh, God.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you.
Okay.
So you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
More.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
I'm telling you, that's how things work in the United States. Aren't we all just one big happy family called Camarilla? Well, we know that's not true. The prince is not the head vampire.
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just the guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming king son of a bitch of all the local Camarilla. Him and any of the traitors that sided with the Cam want power here, they'll get what's due.
Let me hear your truth.
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
Number 1, free state. Well, I usually just walk off with stuff anyhow. That's it.
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Meet with them. Baloney all around. You and the prince don't golf on the weekends? Right. Are you the prince of thieves and these are your merry men? Again, Robin Hood references.
Don't use me and Prince in the same sentence, Malk. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. Long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bid it or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
Interesting. So why were you there when I was about to be beheaded? That's the question I've got, but it's not on the list. You and the prince don't golf on the weekends.
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Got it. Meet with them, baloney all around. Salt of the earth, mud under his nails, and manure for a brain.
The hell with you then. You go on back to your tower.
What? I wasn't talking about you.
Not one of us in this bar is a no-good, two-faced, backstabbing, would-be tyrant like that son of a bitch LaCroix. He and his Camarilla are on borrowed time. You tell him Nines Rodriguez said so.
I thought we were talking about the prince, not you. Time can also be spent, and I have overpaid tonight. I'm gone. Hee, ha, ha. Let's say it. Well, we've succeeded in pissing him off.
Thought I told you to get back to your tower.
That was not what we wanted to do. We're going to reload on that deal, because I screwed up. Okay, since we're back here, we have to redo the conversation with Nines, because I really didn't mean to piss him off. Let's go through these conversations again and see if we missed anything.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. How in Santa Monica, kiddo?
Sights I was not there to see.
I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
Pretty much. Right as Red Rain.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? Did Saying that's just me?
No, it's not just you. We're going to talk about politics this time. We didn't before. See if that leads to something.
Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer. Keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. Because Prince LaCroix said so.
You follow the laws of the Jester?
Kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a suit and a funny name.
Yeah.
And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name.
It's funny, my name's Roxanne with an X, but I know what he means. Why does the spider send this little fly to Santa Monica?
Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
It sure seems that way. Why would the Jester hate this little fly?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
Mm-hmm. So why has the spider not killed this little fly?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Ventura born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
Don't you love all that fast calculating people like that do? Have you public relations propensities?
Yeah, man. It's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it.
I bet they do. Why does the Jester fear the shadow of Nines? Isn't he chief?
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is a boss. That's rich.
Even a Jester may parade in a king's cloak.
The facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick.
Well,
now,
that's true.
Telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board.
Got it. Explain this to everyone.
The free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. What the hell that means? Anarchs. That's got a nice kick to it, though, huh? Yeah.
Number 1.
That's us, so I'm told.
Okay, we've been down this road before. Let's just go.
Moving right along.
Number 4.
What's on your mind?
Sometimes there should be an option to just stop talking. But there's not, so you got to play within the rules. Now let's talk to this guy again, Skelter.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence.
That's me.
What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
The Jester plays his little games and sends his little pawn before him.
Jester? What? What the hell did you say? You're Malkavian, right? Oh, you doubly screwed. Crazy as hell and the prince's bitch. Little pawn, you said? Yeah, you got that right. You as crazy as you?
Greetings.
Huh? Damn. Malkavians and they goddamn insight. That shit is creepy. Anyway, yeah. My name is Skelter. I do my part to keep California a free state for the anarchists.
Okay. Why do you curse the Camarilla?
But Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. The Masquerade and all that. Sure, it makes sense. Like the 10 Commandments. You know the 10 Commandments, don't you?
My head is a burning bush. 12 plagues and the calling of the gilded calf. Yeah, apparently we know generally about it. Number 1, my head is a burning bush.
Yeah, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good, but you and me both know that shit don't always fly. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn commandment?
Your words wear truth like a well-fitted truss.
Right. See, we weren't meant to live like that. Man, I followed someone else's rules for 3 years in Vietnam. But it wasn't until after the embrace that I understood real oppression.
Good point. Tell me of Entropy's children.
Anarchs, we are the only ticket to free living in the afterlife, my friend.
Your words are lofty, but you bow to nines.
No one bows to Nines Rodriguez. He leads by example, down here with us. And some chicken shit, limp wrist paper pusher hiding up in his tower.
That's pretty good.
Camarillo sheep couldn't see the difference.
Do you also hide behind the Masquerade's veil?
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. The Masquerade is a fruity Camarillo label. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
Sounds good to me. Hallelujah and holy rollers.
You know, speaking of the Masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
Really? Tell me. Come on, tell me the answer.
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. She's a real pain in the ass.
Uh-oh.
She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
What's the name of the ghoulish girl?
Her name is Patty. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy stopped calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and shit ain't so fun no more.
Oh. Tell her that her sugar daddy has lost his sweetness. Or what dark deeds need to be done.
She's crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear?
Huh. Well, I'll take the mission for the Masquerade. It might lead to some other knowledge.
All right, have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know a sire. Just let me know when it's done.
Exhaust pipe. You gotta wonder, who is the sire? He knows him, huh? Okay, we'll look for her. Okay, now let's go up and not screw this up again. How about that? Now let's go through this joy again, too.
Sabat chase you in here, Cammy?
You are the damsel of distress, yes? What are we talking about?
I'm Damsel. Someone talking shit about me
Oh,
over
yeah,
in
that's her
that
name.
ivory tower? Who said it, huh? I'll kick their ass.
Uh-huh. You're over the top. You know that? Has anybody ever told you that? The only words spoken were in my head.
Lunatic. I give you a piece of my mind, seeing as how you're just another do-girl for the Camarilla.
Ah, yes, we've heard this before. Something's plaguing
What?
you.
I heard you say that.
Again, we'll go through this quickly. Plague bearer. Tell me about it.
Bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah?
We read this before, or heard it before. Can't you just shoo the dirty carrier pigeon along?
Seen old Yeller? If someone
Right.
put
We have seen it. My neck goes to death to the anarchs. What shall I
one of our
do?
boys' ghouls,
I'll touch the ghoul in the mind's secret places. Or two. That's what we said before.
If Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pot. So,
Right. All right, see ya. Okay, now we're going to save it. All right, Nines, I'm here.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
More!
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. What it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
We know the answer to number one is no, the prince is not the head vampire. What did I say before? I think two.
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just
Yes,
a guy who
we said that.
backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his...
Let's skip that. We've heard it before. Aren't we all just one big happy family? But let's hear his truth. That's what we want to
the
know.
way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
Free state? Well, I usually just walk off with stuff anyhow.
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Got it. Meet with them, baloney all around. Are you the Prince of Thieves?
Don't use me and Prince in the same sentence, Malk. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. Long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bidded or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
Got it. So you and the Prince don't golf on weekends.
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Got it. Salt of the earth, mud under his nails, and manure for brain. Obviously, that was the wrong thing to say. I don't know why I was thinking I was talking about LaCroix there, because he's definitely not salt of the earth. Meet with them, baloney all around.
I got their meeting right here.
Okay. My mind is still soft. Any shape I should set it in? It's funny. Isn't this where your theme music kicks in? Ha 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 ha. Stereotype. Well, there is some truth to that. We'll say 1.
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Got it. Teach me the razzmatazz. Interesting words, I'll savor them. Is this a comedy club? This is a joke, right? We're only cameras. 1.
After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah, I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this, and keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches.
Stats increased. Nice. Interesting words, I'll savor them.
You poor bastard. Listen, LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Ick, squishy. Okay. Reviewing our quest log. Fun with Pestilence. Damsel has set you on the trail of the Plague Bearer, the kindred responsible for the outbreak of the LA epidemic. She has suggested going to speak with the ghoul Paul at the Skyline Apartments, or talking to some of the bums round the city. Attention whore, Skelter wants you to make Patty disappear. She's a ghoul who's been bugging everyone about her master and won't believe them when they tell her he's dead. Not only is she getting tiresome, Skelter is concerned about the implications for the Masquerade if she keeps shooting her mouth off. She can usually be found whining at the club confession to anyone unfortunate enough to talk to her. And Elizabethan rendezvous, you contacted Nines. After you finish talking to him, report back to the prince before you go on investigating the Elizabeth Dane. Now, Skyline Apartments, right here. We also want to go there for this Mud Hunt quest while trying to find Muddy Mike Durbin for Arthur Kilpatrick. You heard an answering machine message that said he's headed downtown to the Skyline Apartments 2A, the residence of a Mr. Milton. Even though Arthur has cut you loose, maybe you can get some money for finding him. We still need to find out about this Carnival of Death as well. Okay, got a question for you. It's the bathroom. It is the bathroom. What's this say? Everett Man. It's got a post-it note in the commode. Misty. Vesuvius in Hollywood. Must be a club. Okay. I'm stuck. Get me out of this bathroom. Secure area. This is the men's. I'll just go on in. Dirty condoms. $1. No, good. That's what's wrong with this place. Reanimated. Judas House Studios presents From Heck. Okay, let's go. Jack, there was an option to ask Jack about the Elizabeth Dane. I wonder...
So I heard you and Nines had a run-in with the Sabbat, huh? And you let them go. must be getting soft. How can you pass up that kind of fun?
I don't know, man. Why does Nines keep saving me? Or how'd the Sabbat find me?
Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see what you think. What if the prince got the word out to the Sabbat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse?
It's very possible. One.
Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely? Knowing where you're going and all that.
Well, and Tongue also said he's loyal to the Camarilla. So it'd be kind of easy to get that back to the prince, wouldn't it? The prince would definitely have known what we were doing before we did it. Would the dancer dance such a jig with the Sabbat? Oppressive, this news, but probable. Yeah, I kind of feel that way.
That's how the Camarilla works, kiddo, trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now.
Something down in my gut. The Jester has sent me to the Elizabeth Dane, ship of slaughter.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Are you undead or hard of hearing? One.
The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
He told me it exists. Did we talk about a talisman? I don't remember talking about a talisman. Maybe we did. Let's see.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details.
Yes, please.
That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered.
Tell me more of the curious coffin.
The word is there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers, one of the vampires, that if you trace your lineage way back, there's a chance it'd end up with him at the root.
And for centuries, he's been saving logs.
Ancients don't just nap. They sleep whole ages away. And when they wake up, they're hungry.
Sawing logs. It said sawing logs. Okay. Ah, such a horrendous hunger he will have.
It's more than that, kiddo. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse. Every religion has their own version of it. Kindred call it Gehenna. And the way they tell it, it starts when the ancients rise to devour their children.
Oh, wow. Is this real or a wives' tale? Do you believe this bulldung? I don't have time for this, see ya. Do you believe, is it real or a wives' tale?
No one knows for sure, really. That's just a word that's been handed down through the ages. The Camarilla denies these ancients exist.
Oh, now that's a juicy little tidbit, isn't it? Lies slip easily from the truthless tongues, or from truthless tongues. The Camarilla sees clearly. I wonder if there is weight to these words. The scene is dead. I'm out of here. Lies slip easily from truthless tongues.
Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh?
Now I'll do my best. Okay, Jack. We'll see ya. Wow. So Rosa said don't open it, so I'm thinking we better not open it. But of course I'm gonna save and then open it and see what happens. Anyway, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go down, so I guess we'll just find out when we find out, eh? Fabu? Fabu? What? IH-95? Who are you?
What? Get away from me! Leave me alone!
I need to know how the disease... You know, tell me the disease.
Oh, you do? Well, I don't believe you. You're after my aluminum cans, aren't you? Well, you're not gonna get them. Just get away!
20 greenbacks for your glib gibberish. I want your recyclable bounty. I want not your recyclable bounty. Sing the song of Shadow Sickness, Soulless One. Are we gonna put the moves on this lady? Fine.
Ah, okay. Alls I know is that old Tin Can Bill. He's been jabbering about some kind of monster that took him somewhere and got him sick. And that's all I know, okay? And that's all I'm saying.
Where's this man in the cans?
Well, you can usually find him down in his alleyway, just across from that bar over there.
Farewell, my bedraggled beauty. A helpful homeless person has pointed out Tin Can Bill as a possible link in the Plague Bearer chain. He can be found in the alley across from the last round. Maybe down... There's no alley there. Okay. Let's go see. Instant cash. Buy, sell, trade. 310-555-0112. Well, this is not sketchy at all. Okay. Let's get in here. I miss having a flashlight. Do vampires really not use flashlights? Are you Tin Can Bill? No, you're not. Do. Are you Tin Can Bill? Yeah, you look like a unique... Oh, God.
Who's there, huh? Old Bill can't see too good these days. Is that you, Betty? I ain't got no booze tonight, so you may as well get the hell out of here.
I see you wear the Dark Brother's mask.
Dark Brother? What are you talking about? It's just me, old Tin Can Bill. Now leave an old man alone to sleep in peace. I don't want to be bothered unless you've got a bottle to share.
Huh. Tell me the source of your sickness.
Yeah, I might be able to. But I'm awful thirsty tonight, miss. Could you spare $5 for a man who's been down on his luck?
Oh, fine.
Thank you much. I'm going to have to go pick up some hooch. For medicinal purposes, you know.
Okay, get to the point.
Now, I know you ain't going to believe old Bill, because I've been telling my friends and the cops and everyone since it happened. And people just say that it's the hooch talking and nothing more.
Well, they didn't give you $5. Your words bear the weight of truth, even.
It was a monster, you see. Monster with his face all twisted and ugly, teeth longer than your finger, and these eyes, piss yellow and full of hate. I've never seen eyes like that before. Still giving me bad dreams.
Is it a Nosferatu? Keep your tongue wagging, dude.
He grabbed me, threw me over his shoulder, took me to the bad place, the dark place. Oh, God, the smell. Worse than anything and then he bit me. My neck. Oh, God, it was horrible. Don't remember too much after that. Blacked out and woke up here in my alley. Haven't been feeling too well since then.
Where did the bestial brother take you? Christ.
Came up through the sewers, he did. Just around the corner there. Don't want to go back to the bad place, friend. Don't let the monster come back and take me there.
Yeah, sounds like you really need that hooch. Protect thyself, Hoochmeister. The bestial brother will pay the price for your puncturing. They just die. Well, I guess he did. We should probably make ourselves scarce. Well, I'll tell you, that's a good place to wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching. Always appreciate your time and attention. If you like the video, click the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And do leave me a witty comment below. I look forward to talking to each and every one of you. For now, I wish you well wherever you are, whenever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.